Hello! So, let me introduce you to the Savory Versatile Mix in a little bit more detail. So, I don't know how many of you know, but this was my very first mix. And obviously it wasn't in a shape or form of mix first, it was a roll I used to eat. So I wanted a roll instead of taking all fiber supplements when I started to do low carb. I just did not like the idea of taking psyllium husk mixed with water. It's like beggars, so it's not nice. Neither could swallow flax seeds and too much stuff. So I did look up recipes which they would use these sort of ingredients, and then I made a little roll for myself, which is a super fluffy roll. So I want to tell you what's in this mix and why it is in there, because when I put these mixes together, especially when I made them into like mix what you could use at home, it was really important for me you get the nutritious ingredients in it, and you don't just get a decent looking nutritional label. Okay, so let me walk you through what's in this mix. So I'm just going to very briefly tell you what's in it and very briefly what they're good for or what should they do for you. So there's pink Himalayan salt in it, there's flax seeds, there is chia seeds, there's psyllium husk, that should be coconut flour, that's oat fiber, I think that's inulin, and that's baking powder. So that's what's in the mix. And now I'm going to go into a little bit more detail why they're good for you. So let's start maybe with the seeds. Let's start with chia seeds and flax seeds. So chia is a rich source of minerals, and it has a high content of omega-3 fatty acids and also a good source of fiber. Flax seeds would be another antioxidant, and it is reasonably high on polyphenols, and it's a really good fiber and protein source. And then so let's move on to another fiber, which is psyllium husk. So psyllium husk is, it's, as I said, it's a fiber, and it's like a bulk forming laxative, probably the best way to say it. And that was the one thing I was recommended the first time to up my fiber intake, to take this one. Now it tastes awful on its own, and it is actually really good stuff to help your bowel movements, and it is also a prebiotic, so it is like sort of food for your good bacteria. And so move on to what's the flour in it. What's one thing which is actually called flour? It's coconut flour. So coconut flour again is high in fiber and a good source of protein, and well, everything obviously in this is a low carb. So the next fiber or flour I have in it is oat fiber. So that would be this one. Oat fiber, it's not to be mistaken with oat flour. So oat fiber is a 0 calorie, 0 carb fiber. It gives sort of a nice gluten-like taste, yet it is gluten-free, and it keeps the calories and the carbs count low. So let's move on to what was this one? Let me just think. Oh, that's inulin. So inulin, some people use inulin as a sweetener, so it is sweet, but inulin is just like psyllium husk. It's a prebiotic, so it's a really good food source for your good gut bacteria. And then I have baking powder in it, and which is gluten-free. And oh, the one thing I missed is the pink Himalayan salt, and we all know why we need that. If you want to do up your well, minerals, and it's like I love to take pink Himalayan salt in a glass of water when I feel like I'm sort of low on energy. So it's like your all natural electrolytes. So what you can make with the mix is the bran rolls, these yummy, fluffy, super soft bran rolls. I try to cut one in half so I can show you with one hand. Or you can make bagels with it. And in the summertime I also make burger buns with the mix. And I'm just going to show you what the bagels look like inside. There you go. So this mix was really sort of put together for me to have a fiber supplement which I can take in the shape of a bagel or a roll. To make your rolls you just have to add egg whites to it, which we all know it's another really good source of protein, and water. And to make your bagels you need to add your good Irish healthy lovely Irish butter. So you need to add butter and egg whites and egg yolk and water. So I don't think anybody can really afford any ingredients in this mix. And it's just a little video on trying to explain. I'm not putting mixes together for you to, as I said, to create a good looking nutritional label. I put in ingredients that are really good source of fiber, protein, and another thing I actually forgot to mention, and I should really mention because it's a big thing now, polyphenols. So almonds and flax seeds are really high in polyphenols. So in this mix we have our milled flax, and they're actually a really, really good source of polyphenol. If you don't know what polyphenols are, so polyphenols are an antioxidant that is proven to boost your digestion and brain health, and it protects against heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Polyphenols are the sort of antioxidants that they fight harmful free radicals that would cause damage in your cells, and they actually slow down the slow burning in your body, which is nothing else but aging. So they actually slow down your aging process, and that's all. So I hope you like what's in it, and I hope you like the mix. And as I said, I just put this together so you understand they all mean something in this mix.